Give it up for PitDriver.
Alright, so if you don't know, there used to be a guy named Dave that would come here on the acoustic nights and he'd bring his hollow body electric and he'd go off on like 10-minute solos. So I'm not going to do that, but I did bring my electric and I'm going to put it clean. So I do have acoustic stuff out there and I'll be here for the matinee tomorrow. I hope to see all of you there tomorrow as well. So I'm going to do 3 songs tonight that are originals, and I'll do 3 different ones tomorrow.
Let's go, Jay!
So, thank you, Bud, for having this birthday party, and happy birthday again. Hook 'em horns. These guys are from Texas. Don't mess with Texas, so make sure you treat them well. They came to California to take over, so. So I always enjoy Bud because he tells stories, and then the song tells stories, and I was telling that earlier. And the circle thing was great, but I'm a different musician. You guys are like, oh, it's in this key and this chord, and there's only one song I know that all the chords are, and so because I learned it in high school, and it's every rose had its thorn, and it's G, C, and D, you know. So, and I don't want to bore you with that kind of stuff. So.
What's your story?
My story? Well, the first, so the whole thing that I do is I'll read tablature and I'll practice songs that I want to learn. And usually I'll get most of it, but I'll end up playing it the way I want to play it because I can't play it the way they want to play it. And many of my songs are just spin-offs of songs that I wanted to learn how to play. And then I just turned them into stuff that I could play on my own, the way I wanted to play. So, this first song is called Believe, and it's just, I don't remember where the hell I got the idea from this, but the whole thing is, it's metaphysical metals, and if you focus on your dreams and you just stay true to it, and you just block out all the stuff that comes at you, sooner or later it's going to manifest. So. That's the basis of this song. It's called Believe. And if you don't know, I don't do any singing, so I'm just really strumming some chords there. So this one's called Believe. Thank you. So I got like a 50 original songs, and part of the problem with doing that is you forget your songs after a while. I haven't played that in a while, and I like to rotate it. So, I'm a big fan of Mark Woods, who is on Custard Pie, and we were talking the other day, and he does all the Led Zeppelin, and he's got like a repertoire of 300 songs, and he does the same thing. And it's inspiring to see that such a great musician as himself having the same problem, so it inspires me to do the same thing. So this next song is the first song I ever wrote. I was living in my cousin's house in Boca Raton, Florida, and they would bitch about me using their laundry detergent, and I had 2 jobs, a security job, and it was basically living in the housing development that I was in Florida, riding around in a golf cart, doing absolutely nothing, helping people find their dogs and stuff. My other job was at it was a video place, but it was half regular videos and half porno videos, so it was called A-to-X Video, and it was like a spin-off of Blockbuster with naughty movies in it. So those were my 2 jobs, and I made dirt money, and I would just sit on there in concrete floor with tiles that were cold, even though it was Florida. And I had this $90 acoustic guitar with action on it. It was probably a ½ inch high, like that. And I just heard some stuff in my head, and I sat there for like 2 weeks until I figured it out. And this is what it became. It's called Sense. So I hope you enjoy it. So I know it's a D chord played in all kinds of different ways. That's about it. So this last one's called What You Want Me to Be. So, in your mind you get all these doubts, you get people, hey, you should have backing tracks, you should sing, all this stuff, and I just want to do what I want to do, and I just want to play guitar, and I have all these licks and song progressions and stuff, and I appreciate all your nice comments, especially about the Redskins seemingly lost yesterday. A big, long-time Redskins fan since the John Riggins days, not to date myself, but I appreciate that. So this is what this song's about. It came to me during the time I was going through a divorce and found out, the ex-wife was doing naughty things, and she would always say that, playing music or if I spent money on guitars or anything like that was a waste of money and a waste of time, and it's none of that. If it's inside your heart, you should do it. As the great Eddie Van Halen said, just play. So this is called What You Want Me to Be. Thank you all very much for letting me play for you. If you'd be so kind, I do have a YouTube channel. If you'd subscribe to it, that would help me out immensely. I'm almost at 3,000. I'm on my way to 3 million, so you could help me out. Cost you nothing. I do have some free pics and stickers. If you'd like one of those, to come say hello. I'll give it to you for free. I do have merchandise online. Usually I have a shirt on so you can see it, but it's on Zazzle.com. I got all kinds of different shirts and stuff like that. A lot of people were complimenting me on my Jimmy guitar here, and they were asking how I get the sound out of it. Well, I'm entirely grateful to a guitar luthier who is from the LA area, and he's worked on guitars for like Steve Vai and Billy Sheehan and people like that. But he moved to Kittery Point, Maine, because his mom lives out there. He's the guy that refretted this guitar back in the day when it was just supposed to be a relic on the wall. And said, hey, I want some Jimi Hendrix sounding. So he wired them backwards. It's made for a left-handed guitar, and he hand wound them. And it's Stonewall Pickups. And if you're looking for some great sounding pickups, he's got a whole repertoire of pickups that you can choose from. And if there's nothing there, you just tell him the sound you want, and he'll make them for you. And he's great. And I'm totally in debt to him for a long time, because I was unemployed, got laid off from my job out east, and most people will tell you to save your severance money. I took it and I bought some guitar luthier classes, so I know how to set up. And at the time I was paying $40 to get my Floyd Roses set up every time I changed the strings, because I didn't know how to do it. So I know how to do all that stuff, and refret and all, and repair guitars and all that good stuff. So if you need somebody to help you out with a guitar, I can definitely do so. So I'm indebted to him for that. And then I'm also entirely grateful for this FU Tone Floyd Rose block. If you have a Strat or a Floyd Rose, they put them on there. This is just a Squire Strat with a sticker on it that says Fender. So it's a $200 guitar with some $300 pickups and a $60 tone block. But it will turn a $200 guitar into one of those $5,000 guitars that you look up on the wall there, and they won't let you touch. So save your money, buy a cheap one, and then put good stuff on it, and you do that. So, and I'm grateful for FU Tone, because they've shared some of my videos on social media. And he's been very nice to me, and I'm grateful for that, so I want to thank him for that as well. And lastly, but not least, I want to thank all of you for sharing your music with me, because it inspires me to do what I do, and allowing me to share my music with you. And of course, the Aztec Brewery. And I hope to see you all tomorrow during the matinee, and I'll bring the acoustic guitar out. We won't have to do the electric stuff. But thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right, one more round of applause for PitDriver.
Thanks, folks.
I make miracles happen.
A fantastic piece of action.
Yeah, boy!
Your weapons are useless against it. It's ridiculous to try and fight back.